deep in the frozen forests of the north, a terrifying spirit is said to haunt the wilderness. The Wendigo, a being with an insatiable hunger and a monstrous form. But what is the truth behind this mysterious creature that has terrified generations? As the mist rolls through the snow-covered trees, shadows shift and dance in the eerie moonlight. The wind howls, carrying whispers of ancient tales and warnings. In these remote woods, where civilization feels like a distant memory, the legend of the Wendigo thrives, feeding on the fear of those who dare to venture into its domains. The Wendigo is part of the Algonquian tradition, said to be a spirit that possesses humans, driving them to madness. Once it takes hold, the victim is believed to transform into the Wendigo, driven by an eternal hunger, a creature that feeds on the fear of those who encounter it. Indigenous artwork depicts this malevolent entity as a towering figure with antlers, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly hunger. As we delve deeper into the lore, the true horror of the Wendigo begins to unfold. It's not just a monster that lurks in the shadows. It's a curse that can befall anyone who succumbs to their darkest desires. The transformation is said to be excruciating, both physically and mentally, as the human form warps and twists into something inhuman. But what truly sets the Wendigo apart from other mythical creatures is its ability to shapeshift. This power is perhaps its most terrifying trait, making it an unpredictable and elusive predator. The Wendigo's shape-shifting abilities are one of its most terrifying traits. It can change into any creature it desires, becoming a wolf, a bird, or even an entirely new form, all to stalk its prey. It has no limitations, making it impossible to predict. Imagine walking through the silent forest, snow crunching beneath your feet, when suddenly you hear a twig snap behind you. You turn, expecting to see a deer or perhaps a wolf, but instead, you're faced with a monstrous figure that defies description. Binned in the blink of an eye, it shifts, melting into the shadows only to reappear as a massive bird of prey circling overhead. This ability to change form at will makes the Wendigo an unparalleled hunter. It can pursue its victims through any terrain, adapting its body to overcome any obstacle. One moment it might be slithering through the underbrush as a serpent, the next bounding through the treetops as a monstrous aplic creature. But the Wendigo's shape-shifting isn't limited to animal forms. Perhaps most chilling of all is its ability to mimic human voices and appearances. Survivors of Wendigo encounters often speak of hearing the voices of loved ones calling out from the darkness, luring them deeper into the woods and away from safety. Throughout history, many have claimed to have encountered the Wendigo in remote forests. From unnatural howls to disappearing footprints, these sightings have only added to the legend of this terrifying creature. But could these sightings be real, or are they just tales told around the campfire? One such account comes from a group of hikers in northern Minnesota. They described hearing unearthly screams echoing through the forest at night, followed by the discovery of massive, inhuman footprints in the snow the next morning. The tracks seemed to appear and disappear at random, as if the creature making them could materialize and vanish at will. Another chilling report comes from a lone hunter in the Canadian wilderness. He claimed to have seen a figure standing at the edge of a frozen lake, its antlered silhouette unmistakable in the moonlight. As he watched, paralyzed with fear, the figure began to change shape, morphing into a massive wolf before disappearing into the night. These encounters, while difficult to verify, paint a terrifying picture of a creature that defies our understanding of the natural world. They speak to something primal within us, a fear of the unknown that lurks just beyond the light of our campfires. But the true horror of the Wendigo lies not just in its physical form, but in the curse it represents. Once the Wendigo has claimed its victim, they are forever changed. The curse consumes their soul, turning them into a creature of hunger, forever trapped in a monstrous form. The Wendigo's curse spreads, and with each victim it claims, it grows stronger. The transformation is said to begin slowly, almost imperceptibly. The victim might first notice an increased appetite, a hunger that can't be satisfied no matter how much they eat. As the curse takes hold, their body begins to change. Their skin becomes pale and stretched tight over elongated limbs. Their eyes grow larger, bulging from sunken sockets, while their mouth expands to accommodate rows of razor-sharp teeth. But the physical changes are nothing compared to the mental anguish. The victim's mind is consumed by an insatiable hunger, driving them to commit unspeakable acts. They lose all sense of their former self, becoming a slave to their newfound appetite. As the curse spreads, the Wendigo's power grows. Each new victim adds to its strength, expanding its territory and influence. Some legends speak of entire communities falling prey to the Wendigo's curse, transforming peaceful settlements into nightmarish hunting grounds. The Wendigo's ability to spread its curse makes it not just a monster, but a plague upon the land. It represents not only our fear of the unknown, but also our fear of losing control, of succumbing to our basest instincts and desires. In the modern world, where science and reason reign supreme, it's easy to dismiss the legend of the Wendigo as mere superstition. But for those who have ventured into the deep, dark woods of the north, there's always a lingering doubt, a nagging fear that perhaps, just perhaps, there's more to these stories than we'd like to believe. The Wendigo remains one of the most terrifying figures in North American folklore, its shadow lurking in the wilds, waiting for its next victim. Are these creatures just stories, or is there something more sinister at play? As we stand at the edge of the wilderness, peering into the darkness beyond, we can't help but wonder what secrets the forest holds. The wind picks up, carrying with it the faint sound of rustling leaves and creaking branches. In the distance, a lone figure stands motionless in the swirling snow. For a moment, it seems to flicker and change, its form shifting in and out of focus. And then, as quickly as it appeared, it's gone, leaving behind only the howling wind and the unsettling feeling that we're not alone in these woods. Subscribe and join us as we explore the world's darkest mysteries, delving deeper into the legends that haunt our collective imagination. For, in the end, It's not the monsters we can see that truly terrify us, but the ones that lurk just beyond our perception, waiting for the moment we let our guard down.